Hi, I'm Alan Martin, filling in for Frank Malacote. Now, on Friday, December the 14th, CBS will re-air An Elf's Story. Also available on DVD. A mother-daughter team are the co-creators and executive producers of the animated feature. And before the movie, there was a book called The Elf on the Shelf, which helped explain the tradition of how Santa got his information. Please welcome one of the co-authors, Chanda Bell. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, they may not know the details of the story, so kind of give us the background of the story on the elf.
Absolutely. Well, the children's book that I wrote with my mom is called The Elf on the Shelf, A Christmas Tradition, and it's based on our own family's tradition of a scout elf that visits from the North Pole. And the elf watches during the day.
A spy?
He is spying, and he's the eyes and ears of Santa Claus. And so he watches during the day and reports to Santa every night. And in the morning, before we woke up as children, this elf would come back from the North Pole and he would land in a different spot in the house. So we would all race out of bed to find him and, of course, talk to him and tell him what we wanted for Christmas. So a direct line to Santa Claus. So that's really what this story is about. And we worked with Santa Claus and he sent us all these elves.
And he's made you quite busy.
He has, he has. It's our job to help families adopt elves, and that's what we do. So it's a big job, it's a big responsibility.
And this is really a family business. I mean, you've hired a staff, but it's really a family business.
It is, it's a family business. I own the company with my mom and my sister and my brother.
And you're based out of?
We're based out of Atlanta, Georgia,
okay.
And just a family company. My dad is there as well. He quit his engineering and fabrication firm to come join the now new family business.
So who's the head elf?
Santa Claus.
Okay.
Yeah, we take our orders directly from him.
And so when you sell the book, you sell it as this little combo?
That's correct. So it comes as a book set. So you get the children's book on one side and then a real elf from the North Pole on the other side. And you can register your elf's name and you get a letter from Santa when you visit elfontheshelf.com. So that is basically how the elf comes to life and gets its magic for the first time, as a family adopts the elf and gives it a name. And that's what the book explains.
Well, you've sold 2.5 million copies or more,
yes,
probably by now.
Yes.
And that's quite a job. And you're translating this into Spanish as well now?
That's correct. We have branched out. You know, elves are from all over the world. They report to Santa from all over the world. So we do have a Spanish translation available at Target.com. But this has just been so much fun to help families adopt elves and make special family memories together. It's a really exciting job to be able to hear stories of what people named their elf, or, you know, what the elf was up to at their house overnight, or, you know, just these amazing moments and family memories that families are able to make.
Well, I want to talk about The Elf Story, because
yes,
that's going to be on CBS, and that's quite an ordeal too. How did the book become this movie?
Yeah, it's an animated Christmas special based on The Elf on the Shelf. We really wanted to make sure that the nature of the North Pole and the lore that's associated with it was preserved. And so we ended up writing an elf story and served as executive producers and funded it as well.
And we have a clip showing right now. Let's take a little listen
Great.
as well. Yeah.
Look at all of them. These are from children all over the world. I wonder which one I'll get.
I don't know. Thanks anyway. Bye.
Now, it's going to be really good. Kids are going to be able to see this and love it and fall in love with the elf. But I want to ask about some of your motivation as far as selling the books, and you give back to the community. This is obviously a profitable venture, but you also have another side to this too. Tell me about that.
I do. Well, I think to whom much is given, much is required. And we have been really blessed in working for Santa and sharing this tradition with the world. So we feel it's our duty to really give back. So we've partnered with several organizations. When we launched An Elf Story, we partnered with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, and 100% of the proceeds from the premiere of the event went back to Children's Healthcare. So we partner with children's organizations, literary organizations all over the country. There's an amazing organization called the Path Project, in which they go into underprivileged communities and they actually build a center of hope there. So trailer park communities, and offer tutoring and other things. So it's real opportunities to give back.
At some point, this is going to become more than a family business.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where, you know, what God's plan is for us. But we're excited about the opportunity to build these family moments and family memories.
Well, Chanda Bell, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. This was a real pleasure.
Yeah, the holidays are too. So thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
All right, for more information about the Elf on the Shelf, a Christmas story books, animated feature, other products, and to register your elf's name, very important, please log on to the elfontheshelf.com.